This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Welcome back to the show. Today, we're going to be talking about something that takes both courage and clarity, and that's stepping out and building something new. My guest is Priscilla James, who's an entrepreneur, community leader, and someone who spent years really helping others bring their ideas to life. She's a Baylor grad with an MBA in entrepreneurship, and many know her through her work with the Boss Center, where she helped lead initiatives like the Baylor New Venture Competition. And that's really what we're going to be talking about today, this wonderful opportunity for students to come together, put those ideas out there and see what rises to the top. That's coming up on March 28th. And this whole effort reflects not only your experience, Priscilla, but your heart for people and purpose and the intersection really of faith and entrepreneurship at Baylor University. So welcome to the show. Happy to have you. You invited me last year to MC the Baylor New Venture Competition. It was so much fun. It was kind of like I got to be sort of a game show host, which was really so much fun. And the students were so bright and so articulate, and they were under pressure because it's a competition.
Yes.
But it's wonderful. And so we're going to talk more about that. But first, I want to hear about you. What led you on your journey from you grew up in Houston to Baylor and to entrepreneurship?
Yes. And first of all, thank you so much for being our MC last year. You did a wonderful job.
It was fun.
And I'm really looking forward to this year with you again. So the short answer to how did I end up in Waco, much more at Baylor. So when a friend of mine, actually she was a high school friend and then we went to college together, when she was getting married, I said, oh yeah, let me help you, because I liked watching wedding shows and I liked the idea of planning events, and I didn't know that I would be great at it. So I started Priscilla's Joyful Events. And so then when the Lord directed me to come to Baylor to get an MBA with a concentration in entrepreneurship, I thought it was so that I can grow the company. But it turned out that it was actually that I could start helping with the Baylor New Venture Competition.
Yeah.
So 2 days after graduation, I started my role as a program manager.
They just hired you on the spot. So, okay, we need you here.
Basically.
Uh-huh.
And so I like the opportunity to help students grow their company or even start and launch their company. So that's really been exciting. So I can see them struggle, for lack of a better term, because I struggled when I first started. So it's really been fun.
Well, you have obviously been a very big part of the entrepreneurship program at Baylor, and I remember when it started. I go way back with Baylor in the School of Business, Hankheimer School of Business. My dad taught economics there, and I feel like I grew up literally in Hankheimer when it was in its other location, and now it's in the beautiful Foster building. And so I've always kind of wondered, and of course, preface this by saying Baylor's entrepreneurship program is stellar. It's one of the top in the nation.
Yes.
But I've always kind of halfway thought that entrepreneurs are sort of born, that there's just something inside some people that want to keep developing new businesses and that type of thing. But you're telling me you can teach someone to be an entrepreneur?
Yes, I would say all of the above. One, many people are simply born seeing things that need to change in the world and already know this needs to change, and they go forth and do it. But yes, that's why we have an entrepreneurship department, and not just Baylor. Many universities have it, and even towns have small business development centers because, yes, a person can be taught how to be an entrepreneur. They can just go about their daily life and see gaps in the market, gaps in anything, and say, I know how to fix that, or do the research to figure out how to fix that.
Yeah, there's a need for this. And so, and honestly, this podcast, my mission has always been to tell those stories people who see a need and say, yes, I'll do something. And I, as a Christian, I believe, the Lord puts these opportunities in our path.
Yes.
And so often they'll say, I don't know what I'm doing, but step out in faith and say, yeah, I'm going to do something. And then it becomes huge. It becomes a global ministry, or it becomes larger than life. And there are so many of those stories in this town. So of the students you have worked with, are there any that come to mind as like, oh, have just gone on to big things?
Yeah. We've had such a wide variety of teams that come through, and it can come from, the range could be from consumer goods. I know one team made, instead of using peanuts to make peanut butter, they used garbanzo beans to make
like hummus.
a different,
yeah,
sort of like hummus, right? But it was sweetened, and they also had different flavors like chocolate. And that actually ended up in the store,
that sounds
grocery stores.
Yeah.
And then another team called Vita Inclinita went on, my goodness, they've been so successful. They've been mentioned or honored by Forbes 30 Under 30. They have multiple contracts with the Department of Defense, have raised millions upon millions, and have several different sectors. Now, I'll tell you what this company does. So you know how typically a helicopter has a load, or sometimes a helicopter has a load, and it could be a patient or...
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, medevacs, you see those. Yeah.
Exactly. So many times this patient or load swings through the air just because of gravity, etc., the wind. Well, they developed something, a load stability system actually, so that the patient or the load does not swing.
That's huge.
Yes.
If you're the one in the helicopter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
So that has been really awesome. It turns out also last year's first place winner, Intero Biosystems, was also recognized by Forbes 30 Under 30. And one of our partners for the competition actually invested in them. So I love when things come full circle.
Because it does. It takes capital to
Yes.
get something off the ground. Well, and I was kind of interested at how many of the top competitors in the new venture competition last year were kind of medical related. Issues that people. One was on taking the temperature of a patient. I remember that's being triaged initially by an EMT, and things that you thought, well, yeah, it makes sense that would. Anyway, well, always coming up with amazing things, and these students are from literally all over the United States. It's not just the Baylor New Venture Competition, but it's not necessarily Baylor students.
Correct. And actually, the competition is open to student teams from all over the world. So yes, we've had teams apply from India, Canada, China, places of that sort. Yes.
Right. So they have to come up with the funds to get them here, or
yes,
or is this something Baylor provides?
We do not provide travel and lodging, but the top 10 teams are guaranteed at least $1,500 for honorable mention.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So how long exactly is the competition, and how many entries do you get? How do you do all that?
Yeah.
That's right. How long do you have?
Exactly. So we open for applications typically late summer.
Okay.
And we ask for a 2-page executive summary from student teams of 2 to 4 individuals. Now, we say students, but it can include alumni from a year prior. And of course, we ask for documentation proving this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And a team must also have at least one full-time student, because we want to make sure that we are supporting teams that are actually students.
Right. Right.
So that, and also early stage. So a team can't have raised over $250,000.
Really? So some of them have already gained that much traction with their idea.
And so some are simply ideas that they actually want to launch, and then many of them have already started to have their first customers or investors.
Really?
But again, under $250K.
Yeah, you've kind of compared the Baylor New Venture competition as Shark Tank, right?
Yes, and that would be the finals. But I'll continue. So the top 50 teams are invited. I will start over. The top 50 teams are invited to submit a 10-page business plan. Our judges review this again online because remember, our judges reviewed the executive summaries and send feedback.
And how many usually come in that first group?
Roughly 150.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And so then those 50 teams submit their 10-page business plan and also their cap table explaining how the ownership of the company is separated amongst them and if they have any investors at the time. Now, when they submit that application for round 2, they must also show that they are now a legal entity. So whatever that looks like for their country or their state, they have to put some investment going forward to actually be a company now. Because when we give that first place $50,000, we want to make sure we're writing a check to a company and not to an individual to go buy a new car.
I mean, because that's a pretty big prize.
Yes.
Top prize. So how long has the Baylor New Venture competition been going on?
14, 15 years.
Really?
I fluctuate between that just because 2020 we had to cancel.
Right. Yeah, good old COVID kind of did its thing, but that's, it's got quite a track record. And I'm sure now you get a lot of interest, obviously.
Yes.
So these students are launching their ideas. What kinds of companies are we going to be looking at for this upcoming March 28th event?
Yes. So we have announced our top 10 teams on this past Friday. And so you can easily look up what kind of teams are coming through, but many of them are, and when I say you, I mean our audience.
Yeah, I mean, I will go and check that out. Yeah.
So there are many healthcare companies.
Again,
Technology, but also consumer goods. One of our teams, I won't spoil it, but one of our teams is actually developing a snack, a healthy superfood snack.
A superfood snack. Well, and that's good because people are becoming more interested in their health. They're interested in not eating so much processed foods. So they're looking for things that are
quick and easy.
That are quick and easy, but not going to kill them because of all the artificial stuff in them. So Priscilla, when you mentioned the finals, and that's what I'll be involved with on the evening of the 28th, and it is in the Foster School of Business, right?
Yes, yes, it is.
I'm getting the name right, I think. In that beautiful room. It's a lovely room, to have it. So can anybody come?
Right. Anyone can come, even potential competitors for future years to kind of see what they can kind of get into. So yes, it's open to the public. It's going to be on March 28th from 9 a.m. to, let's say, 4:30 p.m. 4:30 is when we actually have our awards banquet, an elevator pitch competition.
Okay.
Now, at the elevator pitch competition, the audience gets to pick who wins.
That's what was fun. And that's where I mentioned like a game show. That's what's fun. And of course, you use the technology and we can see kind of in real time.
Yes.
How folks are doing. They have their phones and they're able to vote. The ones that, and it is pressure because they only have so much time,
right,
to get it out, and that's it really, it's just loads of fun. So how much does it cost to come to the dinner? And you said there are other things throughout the whole day that people can come to.
So on the Saturday we have our finals, and so we also have the networking breakfast, networking lunch, and even networking reception. I know I've said networking a lot, but the point is not simply to see the teams and their innovations, but also to network and meet other people, meet other investors, meet people in the community, see Baylor students or other students that have are thinking of being entrepreneurs, or maybe they already are entrepreneurs.
Yeah. When Mike and I were there, I remember during that time, we got there a little early and we met some other Baylor alumni that were there just interested in being there and seeing the new ideas coming from these students. So you say students from all over the world are a part of this. Can you give me an idea what's the furthest away that someone's coming? Do you know?
Well, for this year, all of the teams are in the U.S. Yes.
Okay.
I know one year, actually, a student was in China, and because of, I don't recall exactly what the reasoning was, something between graduating and COVID, they could not leave China to come to the actual
Ah.
competition.
Mm-hmm.
So that one time, we made a concession to allow them to video in, but the rules are all the final team competition team members must be on site here in
Mm-hmm.
Waco.
Mm-hmm. Physically here.
Physically here, yes. And I must also add that on that Friday, March 27th, we will have Baylor students pitching their own ideas. So that'll be exciting too. And the audience gets to pick who wins.
That is loads of fun. Is there a common trait that you see in the successful entrepreneurs?
You mentioned it earlier, being brave
Yeah.
and being willing to fail or make mistakes, whichever term you want to use, because nothing in life is perfect. No one is perfect. We can think we know the processes, we can think we know the markets, we can think that we know the solution, and we try and it doesn't work. And that's okay. Fail fast. That's one thing that I was always told in school.
Yeah, you're gonna learn, I think, more from the failures,
Yeah.
maybe. I've heard that.
You're correct because you know what doesn't work and you know how to tweak the processes, tweak the products, and move on forward.
Now, you've, Priscilla, been described as someone who bridges faith and entrepreneurship. What does that look like for you day to day?
Yeah, day to day or just in life in general.
Yeah.
So yes, I started Priscilla's Joyful Events and I am active with it when I can. So, for example, we actually had fun together about 2 years ago when we were at a fundraising banquet for Students Standing Strong.
Yes.
So, I helped coordinate their fundraising banquet.
Mhm.
So, that's.
Oh, okay, good.
Mhm.
Yeah, my
So,
husband's now on their board. So yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that's one way of how faith and entrepreneurship has come together for me.
Mhm.
Day to day with being at Baylor, I just like the opportunity that if I want to pray with someone or for someone, I can. Or if I just want to say, you know what I read in my devotional today, I can just go to any coworker or even students that I have
Yeah.
met along the way. Even the past couple of years, I think I haven't done it for about 2 years now, just because of other things. But I was able to help be a facilitator for the chapel that the business school has. So it just depends.
Oh, that's wonderful. Um, Entrepreneurship can be a lonely endeavor, really, though. So, how's your faith grounded you in those moments?
Before I answer that, it makes me think of many people ask about the competition. Why does it have to be a team? Why
Uh-huh.
can't it just be an individual?
Right.
Well, I guess maybe I'm answering your question. We all have strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
And so it's important for us to make sure to build a community. I say community on purpose, not just friends, not just colleagues, not just coworkers, supervisors, community to make sure that we have accountability.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not rhyming on purpose, I promise, but to make sure that we are meeting the goals that the Lord has set for us, whatever that looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what role does mentorship play in a healthy entrepreneurship dynamic?
Yeah, well, how about mentorship in life?
Yeah,
Not just an
absolutely. Yeah,
so I
for
do have
sure.
my own mentors just for life,
Mm-hmm.
but also specifically in entrepreneurship, there are people that have failed and succeeded. So I say that collectively, can learn from their mistakes. What did they try and it didn't work so that we don't go and do the same thing? But also, networking comes into play with mentorship. Maybe they know someone that we need to know,
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
vice versa.
Oh, yeah. If somebody maybe has an idea but feels hesitant, what would you say to them?
Do your research.
Ah, yeah, do homework. Do your
Yes,
homework. Yeah.
before going out and reaching out, do your research, know what your idea can come to. Has
Mm-hmm.
someone already thought of that idea? Has it worked? Has it not worked? Maybe someone has that idea and they just didn't go forward with it. And then, yes, um, go out and find a mentor. And even if it's not a mentor that you communicate with weekly, monthly, quarterly,
Mm-hmm.
go to your professors. And specifically for students, or
Sure.
maybe those who have graduated not long ago, alumni, they can also go back to professors.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you think of the Michael Dells of the world who didn't end up finishing college, I don't think. But, he was busy doing some stuff, and next thing you know,
Next thing you know.
yeah, well, and it wasn't overnight. That's the thing. It's not overnight.
Right. So patience is another important key. Sometimes it can work overnight, but don't rely on that idea. Make sure that you have the courage to try, but also the patience to keep going and to do the research, do the work, find the people that you need to build that community.
Yeah, yeah. So March 28th is going to be a great evening. Again, it starts really at 4:30, right? Or kind of earlier in the afternoon.
Well, the finals on March 28th start from 9 a.m.
Okay.
We have the breakfast, and then the official finals start at 10 a.m. We can say that.
All right.
But then the awards banquet and the elevator pitch competition where the audience can vote is on March 28th. I'm going to rewind.
Okay.
So actually, we have a networking breakfast at 9 a.m. Then the finals start at 10 a.m. We have a couple of breaks in between for meals and networking. And then we have our awards banquet at 4:30.
Okay. So I need to be there at 4:30. That's what
Yes.
tell me when I need to report for duty.
Yes.
No, yeah, I knew it was kind of earlier than an evening banquet, but it's a process though. I mean, it's
Yes.
it's a full event to get that many 10 finalists
Yes.
to do their presentations.
Now, even at the awards banquet that we have an elevator pitch competition where all the teams give a 90-second pitch and the audience gets to vote.
That's loads of fun. It is so much fun. So how much does it cost to come, and how can folks get tickets?
Great questions. It is free and open to the public.
yeah.
Yes. So prospective competitors are welcome to come and see what they would be up against for the future. And then the community can come and attend, or even professors and individuals who have connections to teams or potential teams. And so in order to register, we have our RSVP date is March 13th.
Okay, it's coming up.
Yes.
It's coming up.
And just Google, make life easy.
Yeah.
Google Baylor New Venture Competition. And right there on the home page, there's a button that says register to attend. And again, it's free.
Well, my beloved father, who was famous for saying, there is no free lunch, there is a free dinner. In this case.
Free breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And dinner for sure.
Yes.
Oh man, Daddy, it's okay. It's fine. So,
It will be really exciting to watch these students compete for over $200,000 in cash and prizes. First place is $50,000, so it's going to be great. And one of our partners is actually Southwest Airlines, so I'm
Really?
really excited about that. Yeah.
Oh, it is just an amazing opportunity for the students involved, certainly, and anybody in the community that's interested in new ideas and seeing those things presented and then come to life. And as you say, some have gone on to do great things, big things.
Yeah, and we're always looking for additional partners, mentors, judges, coaches. So even on that website, it has my email address, newventurecomp@baylor.edu. So if anyone's interested, connect with me.
Very good. Priscilla, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much,
you.
Anne.
Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
What she wears to the bar, the stickers on her car. If she picks it up, she can't put it down. The Bible she reads, her one and only need. Well, it will always be her first choice. She loves turquoise. There ain't much that we can do. She don't need a cowboy like me or you. No, this feeling she's feeling, well, it ain't blue. It's closer to turquoise. It's amazing to see all that can be passed down from a woman to her baby girl. Uniquely distressed like that antique chest that Mama brought home and Daddy painted 'cause he had no choice. Now it's turquoise. There ain't much that we can do. She don't need a cowboy like me or you. No, this feeling she's feeling, it ain't blue. It's closer to turquoise. She's independent and wild, strong and she's free, the most beautiful thing that a man like me could ever hope for or dream. But she can't be redeemed. This feeling she's feeling, it ain't blue. It's closer to turquoise.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Landon Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues and those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Landon Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
Welcome to the show. There's something special about a place where friends can gather, where conversation lingers and food is thoughtfully prepared. A glass of wine can turn an ordinary evening into something really special. And today's guest, Michelle Henkel, has created just that kind of place in Waco, and it's called the Grape. So welcome to the show, Michelle.
Thanks, Ann.
Glad to have
Glad
you
to
here.
be here.
I just recently I've had the pleasure of coming to the Grape. Had been many years, different ownership, a long time ago.
Yes.
And they love coming. There's like every week, this couple friends of ours. So I have noticed, I see the same folks there. And so it truly is, it is kind of a neighborhood experience, right?
It is. It's Cheers, the Grape way.
That's right.
We are a neighborhood bar that truly is the neighbors. Everyone knows everyone. We have streets that come in and have dinner. Like the whole street gets
whole neighborhood
together.
comes
Their
together.
neighborhood, and
Yeah.
they come to dinner.
Yeah.
I try to remember everyone's name. Not so good at that all the time, but I am good at remembering what you drink, and that's the important part.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about wine here in a little bit. But first of all, Michelle, tell me a little bit about yourself. What led you into this whole area of food and wine?
Well, I came to it actually by accident. I was a teacher by trade.
Oh, really?
And
Where did you teach?
I taught at Columbus Avenue
Oh, did
Baptist
you?
Church
Aw.
for 20 years. And I love that job. That was my calling. I'm still a hugger today, as people will tell you. It's just what I've always done. And so I think coming into the Grape, I just didn't know what I was doing, honestly. I needed a job. I had just recently gotten divorced.
Mm.
And so I needed a transition. I was trying to put 2 kids through college, and I kind of fell into it. And I liked it immediately because I liked the people.
Yeah.
I am a people person anyway. I feel like God doesn't make mistakes, so everyone's got something special to offer.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that at the Grape. It's true. All the friends that come in, it's a privilege to meet and to know. And it's funny, when I started at the Grape, I didn't know anyone really. Even though I'm a native to Waco, I didn't really know anyone.
Really? I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah. But that made it nice because I didn't know anyone. So when you
Right.
came in, everyone was the same.
Right.
I didn't judge anyone. I didn't know anyone's story. I didn't have background
Yeah, sometimes you can know too
information.
much.
It's true. It's true. And you can
Yeah.
develop judgments without thinking that you're
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
So in my position, the way it came about, it was lovely because I got to meet all these great people and make my own decisions about them and my own opinions about them. And they've become family. I see them more than my own family because I'm working all the time. And so they come in, and it's a good relationship that I think we have with the community and the neighborhood that we have.
Okay, so you're in partnership, right, with
We have an investor that is kind of in the background, which
Okay.
is great.
Yeah.
He lets us do our thing, and that's awesome. I think Jason and I have been doing this for a very long time.
and Jason is your
Jason
chef.
is the chef.
The chef,
And
okay.
he's been doing it for a very long time.
Okay, so he has been at the Grape a long time.
Oh, he's been at the Grape 14 years. He's been at the Grape 13 years. I've been at the Grape 16 years.
Oh, wow.
So we've been there a long time. And the Grape's been around for about 26 years.
Because I remember when Gina had it.
So Gina is the original owner.
Okay,
And
I
then
remember
And
then.
then when Rolf bought it.
Okay.
And then Jason took over that.
I got you. Now I
Mhm.
know I know
Yeah,
the history of the Grape. Yeah.
And Lori DeCourt was in there in between.
Uh-huh.
So it was
Okay, right.
Gina and then Laurie. And I
Mhm.
worked for Gina, and then I worked for Laurie. And then
Okay.
I worked for Jason and Wynn.
Uh-huh.
And then Jason and I kind of took it over, and it's been an exciting and adventuresome and overwhelming feat. But it's also part of our identity. It's who we are. We've been doing it so long and there in that location for so long that it truly becomes part of your identity. We left for a while and I felt lost.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I think I just missed. It wasn't the job that I missed at all. It was the people that
Of course,
missed.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what makes
Yeah.
any job the most rewarding,
Yes.
I think, for sure.
Yes.
How would you describe the experience when someone walks in? Maybe they've never been to the Grape and they're going to come and see what are, what kind of foods you offer. First of all, we'll talk about.
So we don't really advertise. So everyone that comes in, it's usually by word of mouth.
Oh, okay,
So
really?
people tell other people. And so when they come in, they already kind of know about us. Our food doesn't come out super fast because there's one guy doing all the cooking, which makes it consistently great. We try to make everyone feel comfortable, and we try to, I think, I try to encourage people to meet other people. When they're sitting at the bar, I like to introduce them and say, hey, this is so-and-so, just because it's nice to have a friend. It's nice to, there's nothing wrong with making friends. And I think one of the most rewarding things about when people do come in, we offer a menu that is varied. It varies every day, which is
Really?
I think that's what has kept us in business, to be honest, because it changes so frequently that you never get bored. So it's always something new, and it becomes a habit to check the menu, like what's on the menu today.
Yeah.
And you can almost tell Jason's how he's feeling about things just by the menu. Like if it's a great menu, you know it, and if he's having a rough day today kind of menu. So you can always tell by the menu kind of what's going on.
So does he handle all like ordering of the food, or what?
Yes. So he shops daily.
Okay.
He shops daily. Probably, if you've never noticed, he's at HEB. He's there every day between 11 and 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So he shops daily. Our kitchen, which is really not a kitchen, is super small. And so he is amazing simply for that fact. He doesn't really have the space to put out the product that he does. And that's what I think is amazing, is that he just amazes me all the time. And when I think something, like he'll pull something out and I'm thinking, I wonder what that's going to be like. And it's always good.
Always good.
It's always good.
Right.
And you know what? Things that I think I don't like, I try, because he always converts me. And then I like what it is. And then I try it at other places and then I'm not so excited. But then I can always rely that he is consistently good. I've had several people tell me, I don't think I've ever had a bad plate at the Grape.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's a compliment. 'Cause
Well,
he's been
I've
there for
had
a long
two
time.
lately, and both awesome and wonderful.
Yeah.
So honestly, chefs, they're creatives like an artist, really.
Absolutely true. Literally, he comes in every day and stands in front of that computer and just racks his brain on what he's going to make.
Really?
And yeah, and it.
Does he have favorite things he likes to do?
He does, and I think it's overwhelming because the expectation. Do you know what I mean? Everybody expects always good, which he does always good.
Yeah.
But it's a tough thing to follow up every day different.
Yeah.
And so he does a really good job at that, I think. Even if it might be revisits of things, he always tweaks it somehow and adds a little extra or makes it different somehow, which is great. And it's funny, people will say, do you remember when we had that? It was the fish sandwich or just whatever they're trying to describe. And I'm like, no. But they're like, we want him to make that again.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is kind of sort of casual food. It's not like,
it's
wouldn't
super
call it
casual.
hot cuisine.
Right.
But elevated tacos, shrimp tacos. Or,
yes,
right. I've had the shrimp both times. I've been there because I love shrimp. But the po' boy was amazing. And so, he's very good.
Well, he cooks very flavorful. He cooks very fresh. His personality is exact opposite from mine. He shows all his feelings through his food, where I'm a people person where he is not.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You got to have a yin and yang most days. I think that he works really hard to keep it fresh and keep it so that it doesn't get boring because he gets bored. I think the way we fix that is by taking a break and going somewhere else and having dinner somewhere else.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite place you like to go to sample, or do you just sample different new places in
town? We just go to different places.
Okay,
I think what we really enjoy is we enjoy doing day trips, and so we'll go to Dallas and and try. Like one of our favorite things is sushi. So you kind of have to travel for that sometimes to get different. And so we like Uchi is probably one of our favorites, and we'll do that on a Sunday. Jason used to work there, so
really?
Yeah, that's one of his first. He worked there in Austin when it first opened, so that was exciting. And that's if you see anything on the menu that's Asian, come because it's fabulous.
It's gonna be.
He makes great Asian food.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I want to talk about wine.
Okay.
Because it can be very intimidating to people, but we need to take a break. So we're going to take a break. And when we come back, I'm going to pick your brain about the wines. Because originally, when Gina Ford opened the Grape, it was a wine bar. It was just pretty much just wine. I don't even know that she had food. She might have had some cheese.
Yeah,
cheese and stuff to go with it. So it was not a place you thought to go to eat supper.
She had the trio salad.
Oh, yeah.
The
trio,
the famous trio chicken salad.
The famous trio salad. Well, okay. But anyway, that's what I want to talk about when we come back. So stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
If I had somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Allen Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
And we're back with Michelle Henkel of the Grape. And it is, first of all, tell everybody where you're located in case they don't know.
We are at 2006 North Valley Mills Drive.
Okay. Diamond Point Shopping Center used to be called, is it still called that?
It's called the Ridgewood Village.
Okay, so that was a long time. I mean, I'm really dating myself.
Well, and there's not a lot in that location. Remember, that used to be the place to go for dining.
Right.
Now it's no longer there. Now it's mostly downtown, which is great for Waco.
There have been so many changes in Waco. But as you described it earlier, it truly is a neighborhood gathering place.
Yes.
And see a lot of people I know there when I go, even though we don't live in that part. We used to live in that part of town. We don't anymore, but it's great fun. It's great fun to come there. And you have a nice selection of wines. So let's talk about wine, Michelle. It can be so intimidating to people.
It can be. I think when you come into the Grape, my goal is to let you have a glass that you enjoy. Because I think wine drinkers can get lost they won't even try a glass of wine because they've had one glass that didn't taste good.
They didn't like it.
And they automatically think
I'm not a wine
everything's the same.
drinker.
I'm not a wine drinker, right. So I like to introduce people. I try to talk to them and tell them, what do you like? And when I can figure that out, I'm not a sommelier and I'm not very good at how things are produced. But what I do know is my client's palate, and I do know what I serve. Mm-hmm. And if I can just figure out what they like, then I can pretty much match them up. And as far as like pairing wine with food, it's kind of hard because we don't have a set menu. But what I try to do is always do light foods with light wines and heavy foods with heavy wines.
Okay, so what's considered light
Like, say maybe a
food?
steak, I'm going to give you a big bold red.
Okay.
Maybe fish,
I mean, you've always
I'm
kinda
going to
heard
give you
that.
a Sauvignon Blanc or
Yeah,
something
white,
crisp and
crisp and
light.
white.
It's like you wouldn't put gravy on a salad.
No.
Exactly. So that's how
No.
wine is. And I think pairing is just making either the wine taste better or the food taste better. And that's
Yeah.
really just your palate.
Well, that's true.
That's kind of you deciding what you
Uh-huh.
like. And some people say, well, I just want to drink what I like. That's fine too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I said, the pairing just helps with enhancing the taste of the wine or the food.
Well, do you have a personal favorite pairing right now?
I don't know that I
Maybe
have
most recent.
I don't
what
know
he's
that I
picked.
necessarily have a pairing. Although, you know what? I just had a Franco Serra Barbaresco with a barbecue, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, you kind of wonder how you pair a wine with barbecue, but it
That one worked fantastic.
Yeah.
But what I think my favorite, I just like to, I'm kind of that drink your favorite kind of girl. And
Mhm.
I really enjoy, right now, I've been drinking Priest Ranch Cab, and it's a Napa, and it is lovely. So
Mhm.
that's kind of been my favorite for a while.
Yeah, I'm a cab girl. I don't really like whites at
I
all.
didn't either. Actually, I never drank whites. I really
Yeah.
I didn't even drink wine. Remember when I started?
I know you said you
So,
never
but my
drunk wine.
first glass of wine was a Cab, and I've
Mhm.
just always drank Cab.
Yeah.
So I kind of got stuck on red. I laugh at myself now because what I thought was really great, like 20 years ago or 10 years ago, now I drink it and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was horrible. So your palate definitely grows and changes. I
Oh,
feel
that's
like
interesting.
I feel like wine is acquired. It's like beer. You have to just drink it.
Mhm.
And if you start with something easy that you like, then you build on that. And I think I like to convert people from drinking that Moscato and moving them up and moving them into beautiful reds and
Mhm.
whites if they prefer. But
Yeah.
that's always a fun thing to do, is see people grow in their wine
Yeah.
selections.
Do you remember what you served me the other night?
I think I gave you.
Because I said I wanted a Cabernet.
I think I gave you mine, Priest
Oh,
Ranch Cab,
okay, good.
because it's my favorite.
All right. Okay, I was just whatever you think, you know.
Yes.
So
It's funny because most of my wait staff gets really frustrated because most of my clients will say, Michelle knows what I drink.
and they're like, but I don't.
But I don't. Can you help me with it? But they're like, I don't. I don't know.
You need a list in the back.
That's
and,
right.
You know, write it next to you. Well, running a restaurant though is no small feat. So, what have you found to be some of the biggest challenges?
I think the biggest challenge is keeping people in the seats.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Waco has grown exponentially in such a short time that the diners who dine regularly, sometimes they have more choices.
There are a lot of choices.
There's a
out there.
lot of choices
Yeah.
and good ones. So it's
Mhm.
nice to see Waco grow that way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's the hardest part, is keeping people in your seats so that you can fill your restaurant, because that's how you stay in business.
Right, and
Yeah.
but that's what's so good in having something with a neighborhood flavor, because they do feel like, oh, this is my place where I know, okay, let's
Yes.
just go. Okay, well, we know where we're going. We'll go to the Grape.
Correct. I feel like we've been around for a minute.
Uh-huh.
And so that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little bit of iconic
Well,
going
and
on.
it's quiet.
It is.
And I think that's what a lot of people are looking for, a place where they can go and visit and not be in a cavernous kind of a room that's
That
very
open
noisy and
concept.
very, very loud, because you have kind of separate little dining spaces
Correct.
for folks.
Correct. It's
So,
very different, and every room is very different.
do you
The
do like
vibe
big
is very different.
parties? Have you
Sure,
done?
we do. We do big parties. We could rent the whole bar out, which we've done. We can do
Mhm.
rooms. We've had weddings.
Have you really?
We've had weddings.
Aw.
Yeah, and we're actually we have wedding rehearsals.
Mhm.
So we are open to those events.
Larger catered
Yeah,
type
yeah. It's
events.
harder for us to do those simply because of our kitchen size.
Uh-huh.
That's why we do keep it more intimate, and we can do
Mhm.
smaller things. But hopefully that's what we're trying to rectify. We're trying to get a new kitchen in. So hopefully if
Oh,
that
really?
well,
Yeah.
yeah, we're trying to, we're going to do some adjustments and hopefully make that happen. Or something that will kind of help us do better in the kitchen, because it's hard to do all that food and with the limited space. So that's what we're trying to remedy. But
Yeah.
who knows?
But no plans to actually move location. I mean, you're going to
No,
expand your
think-
footprint maybe a little bit.
I don't know that we would do that, or maybe we'd be open to that. Absolutely. But I think we love where we're at. I mean, we're just in a really nice, cozy spot.
Yeah.
And we're kind of just in the middle, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We're near Ridgewood. We're near, we've got other things around. So it's just in a nice location. But I am never opposed to change. So I feel like my whole life, back end of it has just been one change after another.
Yeah, you gotta pivot sometimes.
You
but,
do, and you know what? I think change is good because it keeps you on your toes and it keeps you thinking fresh and it keeps you motivated to do the next thing, which is hard because it's easy to settle.
Right, which kind of begs the question: how do you balance creativity with the realities of running a business
You really have to take a break. We have to take a break.
and recharge a little bit?
Because we are so small and we don't have the work staff, we take days off and we close the restaurant. That's hard.
Yeah. So how do you let people know?
We email out,
You
and
do?
because everyone checks the menu, they can look at the website.
Oh,
So
okay.
everybody knows, see, that's what I'm saying. We have regulars, and the regulars know what to do. It's just like when people come in new and they've heard about us, they go, oh yeah, we know it's a wait, and we know we should try the sprouts, and we know we should, they already kind of know because everyone's kind of filled them in. So, which is a great, it makes it kind of fun, and we're quirky. Like we're open Monday through Friday. We're not open on the weekends.
Not on the weekends.
Well, we
Okay.
found like our clientele came really steady during the week.
Yeah.
That by the weekends, they're going out.
Trying other things,
They're going
or they've
out
got
to
an
dinner,
event
or they're going out
going
of town,
to,
or
something.
events.
Yeah.
And because we're not in the center of downtown, we don't get that clientele. So we're kind of out. And so we found that it was probably better for us to do a Monday through Friday because nothing's open on Mondays. And
Well, that is true.
yeah.
A lot of mom and pop, locally owned restaurants,
Yeah.
they take Monday off.
Yeah. And
Because you got to have a day to clean the kitchen and do the
Right,
stuff and
right,
all
right.
that. So
So
okay,
so
well,
we're
that is
Monday
good to
through
know
Friday. Yeah,
too.
yeah. And so that's kind of a nice. We've never really fit. It's just like we're supposed to be a wine bar bistro. We're really like a restaurant.
Yeah,
We just
yeah.
are. We just do things. We just do things kind of to fit us, and I think that everyone's kind of embraced that.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay to be different.
What does hospitality mean to you?
It means, for me, it means giving a little bit of your heart and soul.
Yeah.
It does. Because it's your way of showing people that you care about them. And so for me, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps people coming back to the Grape.
Probably.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I would miss them if they didn't. So,
Well, for sure.
And I let them know it too.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen you in a
So you
minute.
mentioned staff.
Uh-huh.
You said it's a small staff. What have you learned about leadership, in that arena of running a restaurant?
I feel like if your staff is happy,
Oh, yeah.
then they're going to treat people,
Your customers. Right.
the customers,
Mm-hmm.
with, they're just going to offer great service because they feel good about where they're at.
Yeah.
And it can get really tough in our situation because we can get so busy, and because we're so small, everyone gets really stretched. And so it can be overwhelming, and it can be, but in the end, we all pull together as a team and we get it done.
Yeah.
And it's those nights when you go, wow, okay, felt like we were never going to get out of the weeds, and then all of a sudden we're like, phew, we
It's
got
all
through the
good.
night. It's over, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What advice would you give somebody who maybe has dreams of owning a restaurant?
Think twice and then think 3 times. It is
it's
not for the faint of heart.
Can't be
Well,
easy.
everybody, so I feel like people who love to cook think I would just make this
Oh,
restaurant
yeah.
and everybody would come.
Right.
And that's a fantastic fantasy, but that's not reality.
Yeah.
And so I think it's just like people say, oh, I want to own a bar. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a lot of fun because you get to meet the people, but the work behind the scenes is so much harder than everyone thinks. and you're kind of at the mercy.
Well, you've got suppliers to deal
Yes,
with. So
yes.
let's talk a little bit about that, particularly from the wine. Who do you buy your wine from?
Oh,
How
we
do
have-
you do that?
We have definitely different vendors.
Okay.
You start, it's just like any business. You learn the vendors will come to you. And then if you find things that you're looking for in particular, then you start looking. You start looking for who sells what you need.
Yeah. Do you have customers who request specific wines that you need to stock or
Um,
not?
No, not really.
Okay.
I think because they trust me. I think they trust what I choose for them, and I think they're okay with that. I do have a wine club, and it's
Oh.
not a typical wine club. It's more of, hey, we all like to drink wine. Let's get together. It's kind of like,
It's what you would think of a club being.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. It's not like, oh, let's buy all the wine. It's more like
Right.
these are people I enjoy hanging out with. Let's drink wine together. And
Okay.
yeah.
So do they like meet
Well, like,
regularly or?
yeah, we try to meet regularly. Like, just for example, we did wine tasting in October, and we did candy bars. We paired candy bars with wine.
Well,
And it was
chocolate and red wine.
yeah,
is
but
very
it was
good.
so amazing. Like, just
funny.
how everything tasted different and stuff. Okay, but we were way candied out by the time we were done. But it was fun. It was fun, and it's fun. It's fun to do,
That's
and it's
funny.
fun just to get to know your clientele on a different level.
Mhm.
Because it's one thing when you see them every day and you greet them and you kind of know what's going on in their lives, but when you actually sit down and you're having a glass of wine all together,
Mhm.
yeah, the talk is different. And so it's nice to do that. It's nice to delve in to really get to know someone just beyond the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the beauty of the whole concept of having a neighborhood gathering place.
Yeah.
For folks to share a glass and some good food and maybe some wonderful conversation. What excites you the most about what you do?
When you see people come in and they look so sad, or they
Yeah.
just look tired, or they look weary. They have a couple of glasses of wine with their friends, and all of a sudden everyone's smiling and laughing, and yeah, that's the best part.
That's good.
It's good to see people change their attitude, and it's good to provide a place that offers that, that lets them like cut loose. And I love it when people sink back in their chairs, like they're like, yes, yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I enjoy.
Well, so you've kind of answered then this question. What you hope people feel when they leave the restaurant?
I hope they feel like they want to come back because it was a good experience.
Of course.
Yeah. And I hope they feel like it was unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is. It's a different vibe.
Mhm.
It's got a I feel like you're coming to my house and I'm having you to dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's great. I mean, I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know
Aw.
you better, and for you to come and be on the show
Thanks
has
for
meant a
having
lot.
me.
A lot
I
to
feel
me.
so unprepared for you, but I hope it all worked out.
Hey, and you've never done a podcast
No,
before,
this is my
and I
first.
love my
Yeah.
first timers. So here we are. Here we are. But yeah, we have loved getting to know the business, the Grape there in Richland. What?
It's
No.
in Ridgewood
Ridgewood
Village.
Village. Ridgewood.
Correct. Come and see
It's just
me.
right off. It's right off of Cobbs and
That's
Val-
right.
Valley
right
Mills,
around
right,
Cobbs.
right, yeah.
Correct. And Cobbs
So,
and Valley Mills.
yeah.
I have, when I was kind of excited to meet you and to get to know you because I was such a fan. Like I used to watch you on TV.
Aw,
You're like a star.
thank you. Aw, thank
so
you.
it's been a pleasure getting to know you as
Yeah.
well.
Well, this has been fun, Michelle. I hope to see you again very soon.
Oh, I definitely hope
All right.
that.
Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at Keeps.com.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.